All right, Shalom Israel. Quick video giving all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakadash. Rakata Yahweh Barakta Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle, elder bishops, great millstone. Much salutations to the brothers teaching word for the hopeful election to be the elect Most High will to hopefully extended elect. Turn back to the Most High. Blessing Shalom. Going into that Greek word Charagma, so to speak, a recap. Reading the blue letter, and I think IUIC, the leadership of IUIC uses the blue letter. So they're going to have to address this, I mean, you want to be a true prophet, and here's the word right quick.
Strong's G 5480, Charagma. Charagma.
Let me play it again.
Strong's G 5480, Charagma. Charagma.
Charagma, or Charagma. As you see, it looks like a Hebrew word, but it's Greek. As you see the Greek here, and it means you go down, and it got the actual scripture. Mark, Revelation 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And you go to that word mark. And it's a stamp or imprinted mark, thing carved, sculptured, graven work. The mark branded upon horses, and that has to do with buy or sell too. I mean, going back to slavery, to show ownership means a business. You brand your slave. You put a mark upon the slaves, and card pretty much imprinted in their skin, and it was a grievous sore, look, scratch or itching, graven mark as a badge of servitude. It's like it's one thing to join the army in the United States, but as far as citizenship, even with the paper yokes dealing with policies and IDs and birth certificates, social security cards, that's that's, so to speak, a form of servitude, a compliance, comply with the laws, the regulations of, in America. So some kind of proof, and as you see, you have to have all kind of forms. Usually, when you go somewhere, you have to and buy. I mean, when it deals with, let's say, the DMV, or you're getting a check, or cashing a check, like they want two forms of ID. It's usually your driver's license and your social security card. So that's even crazy for them to need that much proof that you're American citizen, you were born here, and so they're gonna want more proof because the height of security is gonna be changing this place, moving into the new world order. So, and a lot of things are gonna become government issued, government run. I mean, it's run by the government, so to speak, and we know the big people behind it. But I'm just saying, just like they talks about the new ID. You can't travel, you can't go on military base, you can't do, these things without the new ID. So they strengthening their policies. And we tell you about the draconian laws all the time. They're going to get more strict, and with all this fraud, hacking, you know, um, even transitioning to a new world order with where everything's digital, you know, possibility of lights out or blackouts and that sort of thing. It's definitely going to require a high level of security. Terrorism, domestic terrorism. So yeah, the security requirement of security, measure of security needed is going to heighten. It's going to change. So they're not going to be. And then you got the drones out there. You got these robots, robot dogs, robots. You know, um, moving to the era of cyborgs and all that. Like we always tell you, this is the real movie of the Most High. This is the Matrix. This is Elysium. This is Children of Men. This is Truman Show. So they definitely want a better method of tracking people and controlling people. So it's not going to be, with this. And we kept telling you from apostles, elders on down, they're going to do something more than the 9/11, make it look like a cartoon skit. They did. I mean, it hit COVID hit big. It was a silent hit, and it could, it's prelude to a lot of stuff, or as we gradually move into this rabbit hole. It's it shut a lot of stuff down. It kind of, supposedly reset America, but not in the fashion that they wanted to. Of course, now we deal on a high level of technology, high level of digital use. But that's not enough for them. So they definitely want more control, top control. Want to be considered as gods and not just politicians, not just elite people that hide in the shadows. Now that they're exposed, and they were going to do it anyway. But they're still, they still do their secret councils and meet secretly, the summits and all that. But they want that God feeling, of like, yeah, we rule the world. We want y'all to know it. We want we want to see this, what it says, manifest destiny. And we have the perfect device for it. Because you know how Elon Musk talks and thinks, and that's how they think. I mean, the elite, he is a part of an elite system. I mean, elite body. So he's always talking about Neuralink. Rockefeller's always talking, and we told you that we ain't talking about the average Edomite. We're talking about these high level elites, that think differently. And it says in the scriptures, every one of their heart is deep. So that's the word. That's why apostles say go into words, Greek, Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. So that word is in Greek, charagma, means incision, to cut in, to engrave into, to brand, just like a merchandise product that you buy at the store. It has brand name, and has the barcode on it. You know, when you drive your car, you have so to speak, a system. I mean, you have a number for your car, mixed with letters, whatever. But and you have some similar to a barcode, but they're able to scan you. So the police, they don't even have to get out their car. They just scan this, check your records. See if you're driving without a license, or the camera. They have a camera set up to take a picture of you if you crossing. I forget what they call it. I can't think of it right now. But an area which you're not supposed to cross the turnpike, I think, or when you're going too fast. So it's going to be more of that too, drones and scanning, and it's going to be more digital works. I mean, the value of the dollar is going down. That's the same thing what happened to Rome. Apostle has mentioned that. Apostle Ramlav has mentioned that. That they're dissolving the dollar, denario being dissolved. Lessening the coin, and you see that they took, the penny doesn't mean anything anymore, and coins used to be of value. I mean, like we've talked about, even the penny, it has the word cent on there, and it stands for century, which means 100. But it's not 100 pennies, not $100. It's just 1 cent, and you can't buy shit with it. But it was a mathematical tool to use to break even when you pay for something. So, you won't have to break a 20. You won't have to break a nickel or dime, which is, a greater, a more value. And they said they getting rid of the penny because it takes more to make it than it's worth. So it was all coming though anyway, because that's what they want to do. They want to go into this digital world, AI. That's the big thing. Everything got AI now attached to it. And when you talk to a agent on the phone, it's really not. It's not a real person. It's AI. Sometimes you get a real person, voice automated machine with AI. A lot of times you get AI. Even Google, I think they've added AI to their Google search, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that's what time we're in. So that's the word for the day, and hopefully it was edifying. It's been a long day for me, but we keep pushing and keep doing these videos and keep doing the work until this devil goes down, man. Till America goes down. Till they make their move. That's what they planning to do. So, but these things hold true, and these things Most High gave us to use as a tool. Google. People like, well, y'all using Google, prophets using Google, prophets using Blue Letter. Well, the Most High gives us these things to use for a tool. Yeah, we in this world of America that uses the same thing. Most High is gonna, allow us to use the same thing against them, to expose them with their own devices, so to speak, with their own. And like I said, you don't even know if an Israelite might have made this Blue Letter or Google. Shit, we the form of things. We've made many things that they didn't think we made in America anyway. Cell phone, stoplight, stoplight. Pretty sure the engine of a car. But anyway, think that's it. Seems like I wanted to say more, but hopefully there's edifying. Shalom.